Alana Stewart has kept her supermodel looks at 78 years of age, thanks to a unique holistic method and a rather expensive skincare routine. Maybe the most shocking part about how good Alana looks is her exercise routine. You'd imagine that to be fit and healthy at her age, she must be a gym rat, someone whose entire day revolves around her exercise program, but it's actually the complete opposite. Alana rarely works out. It's embarrassing, but I've never been a huge exercise fanatic. It's hard to find time to go to the gym. I like yoga in the morning, which I started doing when I moved to New York to model at age 20. Because I sometimes forget to breathe when I'm tense, I work on breathing, along with stretches and poses that keep me limber. However, she did pick up a healthy habit thanks to her daughter. Sometimes I do Pilates at my daughter's house. I like to do any exercise lying down. When I watch TV, I might use weights to work on my underarms, and I do butt exercises on the floor. I want to be more into a regular routine of walking for a half hour each day. Because her exercise routine isn't strict, she leans on a very specific diet to keep her healthy. Alana might have found the secret to eating In-N-Out burgers while looking incredibly fit. For most of her life, she has followed a pretty healthy diet. I grew up eating very healthy. I was raised in Nacogdoches, Texas, a small town, and then Houston. We raised our own chickens and grew our own vegetables. I remember my friends teased me because when we went to the drive-in, they wanted chili pie or hamburger, and I wanted fresh vegetables. It seems like from the very beginning, she favored eating healthy options rather than tasty, calorie-filled food. But because she eats healthy 90% of the time, she can have her cheat meals without feeling guilty. I do try to eat healthy and I love food, especially things like pizza and Mexican food. I don't eat much meat, but occasionally I will have a good In-N-Out burger.
We are at In-N-Out, and I've got my lovely little burger that I always get, my burger there.
Because of her love for vegetables, she has even tried her hand at vegan diets. However, her need for protein has often led her back to adding some meat into her diet. I talk about and think about doing the vegan diet, like Kathy Freston. I find, though, that I need protein for my muscles to feel good. If I eat some protein, vegetables, and the right kind of grain, I feel the best. However, her diet experiments over the years did reveal that she has a gluten allergy that leads to sinus infections, so she has cut out gluten products from her diet. Even without gluten, she can cook up something extra tasty for her first meal of the day. Alana manages to find a way to jam-pack her vegan breakfast with protein. Right now, it's fruit, including peaches, blackberries, and blueberries. I like quinoa oatmeal because it has more protein than normal oatmeal. Another option that she loves in the morning is a wonderfully healthy breakfast made up of fresh organic summer fruit, homemade granola, and yogurt. She keeps her health kick going into the afternoon, making a unique salad. A big, heavy meal in the afternoon often tires people out, so Alana opts for something light and tasty. Her healthy lunch includes a quinoa salad with butternut squash. The squash is baked and cut into cubes. She will also have baby tomatoes, avocado, arugula, pine nuts, and soy bacon bits with vegan ranch dressing. Because she is strict with her breakfast and lunch, Alana can eat one of her all-time favorite meals at night. Despite adhering to a vegan diet, Alana has found ways to replicate still and eat her favorite non-vegan meals. One of her all-time favorite meals is pasta, but instead of having pasta with meat, she cooks lentils and adds them to her spinach to get plenty of protein with her pasta. And if you want a total vegan meal, you can even substitute the Parmesan cheese with a plant-based cheese. However, despite the clean eating, she did have a health scare in her life, and she used a rather unique method to overcome her illness. Alana had a scary run-in with the Epstein-Barr virus earlier in her life. I first got sick after I had my daughter Kimberly 21 years ago. I'd always been energetic and never had any serious medical problems. Then I got very sick with a high fever. They told me I had mononucleosis. I became pregnant right away with Sean, and after he was born, I never seemed to recover. At the time, there wasn't a treatment for EBV, so she chose a holistic healing route under the guidance of Dr. Deepak Chopra. During the treatment, she had to avoid several key products and foods. The treatment is rest, vitamin supplements, and avoiding things like caffeine, alcohol, and milk products. Along with a strict diet, she also began her therapy sessions. Chopra started me on the path of meditation. I also did acupuncture, herbs and vitamins, not too strenuous yoga, and psychotherapy. My therapist told me that everyone she saw who had Epstein-Barr suffered from depression, and I was no exception. Through the process, she learned the importance of a healthy mind.
Give me the secret, the beauty regimen, how do you do it?
She sleeps in a refrigerator.
Deepak Chopra told me years ago when I turned 50, he said, Alana, do not deal with age. Do not think of yourself as an age. Think of yourself as ageless, and you always will be.
Well,
and that's what I've done ever since. I don't think of myself as an age.
This approach worked wonders for Alana. Thankfully, she could still have her favorite dessert even when she was going through all of this. The easiest way to follow a diet is by having some incredibly yummy, healthy options, like Alana's favorite oatmeal cookie. In order to make her cookie, you need 3/4 cups of butter, 1.5 cups of coconut palm sugar, 1 egg, 1/4 cup of almond milk, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Once the mixture is ready, add 3 cups of old-fashioned oats. You can even add 1.5 cups of pecan, 1 cup of raisins, and 1 cup of chopped dates if you like. Bake and enjoy.
We've got Mexican wedding cookies and coconut snowballs and peanut butter chocolate chunk. And is that it? I feel like we've been baking all night, but they're so good.
A healthy body is nothing without a healthy mind.
I live a healthy lifestyle and think healthy thoughts, and I think that's the best thing anybody can do.
So this one habit is so special to her. It's important to find something that brings balance in your life, and for Alana, that is a connection with someone special. I realize I'm not a super high energy person who can do 10 things at once. My mind can get all over the place and I have to be focused. If I do too many things, I get overwhelmed and anxious. I want to have a conscious connection to something that centers me, a higher power. I always tell the kids we need a spiritual foundation to stay centered. Her favorite book happens to be a book about miracles. When I get up, I read a page out of Marianne Williamson's book, A Year of Miracles, Daily Devotions and Reflections. I try to meditate to quiet my monkey mind, but once you take a look at her skincare routine, you quickly realize it's not a miracle that she looks so amazing. Some are just born beautiful, while others work tirelessly to become and maintain their beauty. Alana is a bit of both thanks to these products and techniques. She isn't one of your typical celebs who has had work done and then tries to deny it. She admitted she's had some Botox in her forehead but put it off for years because she was terrified of it. She gets baby doses of it, but she has wrinkles, sunspots, and age spots that she covers with makeup. She also admitted to having her neck done 2 years ago. Apart from that, she has also used anti-aging procedures such as the HGH regime to keep her youth, but this regime is quite expensive. Depending on the package, it goes as high as $10,000 a year. However, Alana says her beauty isn't all thanks to her HGH treatment.
I said that I used it quite a few years ago, like 8 or 9 years ago, for a brief period of time. I used very small doses, and I was using it for exhaustion and muscle fatigue, muscle weakness. And I did notice some beneficial side effects. And when I mentioned a couple of those beneficial side effects, that's what they printed.
Another thing she has used to keep her skin looking amazing is a stem cell regime. But at least it's comforting to know that if you have some money, you can also stay looking young.